Hi everyone, welcome back to another Dark Souls video. So today I made one of the most basic video editing errors ever, and I didn't realise it until Finny, who is a lovely member of the channel, commented on it in one of my early access videos. So unfortunately this entire video has to be voiced over. I am so sorry. What happened was I basically filmed it fine, except for the last 5 minutes of this episode where the audio, I'd accidentally muted my mic, hadn't realised, recorded a little voiceover for the end. Guess what? When I edited it and added in the voiceover, I accidentally deleted the old original track, what had my voice for a good portion of this video. And what happened from there was basically the whole video became muted until the last 5 minutes. So here we are with me in Tomb of the Giants and the voiceover of myself watching this and just trying to remember what I said, because I also deleted all the original footage because I thought it had been done. So here I am jumping down, grabbing a proud night soul, because we all know what I'm like. When I see a shiny, I want a shiny. And also in a couple seconds time, I'm going to realise I probably made an error by having that rather than waiting to being right next to a bonfire. But, you know, I'll realise the error eventually. Wondering how far I can drop down with getting minimal damage, getting that lovely, sweet, delicious Estus, and for some reason go back up the ladder. Why? Past me, why? Why are we not going back to the bonfire? We could level up. See, even I watch back my videos and wonder why I am an idiot. It's not just all of you, do not worry. Here I am meeting a new giant friend, wanting to smash them to smithereens, nearly do as well. And we're just getting there, one skelly at a time. Here we are making a new best friend. We're checking him out. He did not see us just annihilate his best friend, but we're about to see us annihilate him. Or him annihilate us. Who knows? With Tomb of the Giants and the Catacombs, I'm really glad I came to them at this point in my playthrough and not so much earlier, because I wouldn't have had the Sunlight Maggot and I would have struggled so much. I find another shiny as well, another proud night soul. So delicious. Again, why am I eating it? Why? You're not near a bonfire. I'm an idiot. See, I told you, it's not just me. Here I am seeing another shiny and wanting to get that beautiful shininess, seeing if there's a ladder around, and off we go. It's often fun for me, like I will say, with these voiceovers. They are not ideal at all, but a fun part of it is being able to look back and watch like little bits and bobs of myself, seeing how far I develop as well. I'd forgotten what the Eye of Eyes do, so I wanted to quickly go and see what Eye of Death to Lowering Phantoms, realising I'm not really doing that during this playthrough. I'm just here for a good time with this Dark Souls series, and I have loved it. And it's been really fun going back and looking at all the videos and seeing how far I've grown, how far I have progressed, because am I an amazing Dark Souls player? Currently, absolutely not. Do I have fun playing this game? So much fun. So much fun. It's brilliant. I now fully understand why so many people praise this game for the genius that it is, and why so many people have been telling me to play it for years. I just thought it was a really hard game and it was all about fighting bosses, but it's not. It's about overcoming unsurety, leveling up, improving, knowing that if you come across a stumbling block right now, that's okay, because you can come back to it. And I feel like it's just a really nice metaphor for life. I'm currently exploring bits and bobs here, just trying to figure out where I am. Tomb of the Giants, it's like a little maze. Again, if I did not have this maggot, once again, R.I.P. still there, my fave. He's gone now, but if I did not have a Sunlight Maggot, I think I would be lost massively. More than I am right now, but you know, we'd still be on Lost. I'm trying to figure out the pinwheels around here. I have realised a lot of editing and recordings, I keep on saying Pinhead, which is not a character in Dark Souls, though I think he probably would fit in quite well. So there we are. Here I am coming to sneak up, going to try and like get these pinwheels in the back, you know, giving them a wee bit of a shock. Be like, hey, yeah. So there we are, and then nearly getting railroaded, but it's okay. I love my giant club, but you know, it sometimes isn't the best when I want to have a quick response, which is why I feel like it's good having both options. The reinforced club has a place, and so does the big club. Here I'm just coming back just to destroy and conquer everything and being completely annihilated, but it's fine, we still have some health. Just gotta keep on plodding, putting the shield up, holding it up, always trying to remember put down the shield as well, and rather than keeping a hold of it, just holding it up in those moments where I just need that little extra defense rather than, you know, negating the effects of the shield by keeping it up. We want that stamina to get back. We want the healing abilities. We want to be able to move and roll and shimmy left and right. I still have no idea how to get the shiny up here, so I'm really hoping it's something I'm not going to care about. And here I am being like, fuck it, we're going to run straight for the fire, because why not? Will I regret the decisions? Probably, but you know, it's a Dark Souls gameplay. Gonna look at my menu, trying to figure out what I'm doing here, repositioning myself in my chair as well. And here we are, leveling up. My plan at the moment, because I feel like my vitality is high enough, I am aiming for a 40 in endurance. I may go higher because, like I say, I think the health is at a decent amount. It is just purely the endurance. And here I am just figuring out how many hits can I do, strong hits and just normal hits with this new stamina. So working out I can get around 4 normal hits in. That's a good portion. I don't think I can get a lot of the strong ones, but this is good enough for now. We'll take what we can get. And yeah, just be grateful for it. I do wonder, what was everyone else's like first experience with Dark Souls? Like, were you, oh yeah, and here's me regretting all my life choices right there. But what was everyone's Dark Souls experience like? What classes did you play? Because obviously I started off with Deprived, which is not one what tends to be recommended with Dark Souls, but I'm going to be completely honest. If I came across any Dark Souls newbies now, I would absolutely be telling them, go for Deprived. It starts you off with equal stats. You can have a good amount of growth in any area, so you don't feel like you're falling behind. Because I feel like, say if you enter this game first time and you go for a fighter, but then you decide, no, actually I enjoy doing cleric and miracles and like spells and pyromancy, then you're already a little bit behind. Well, I believe Deprived, it's 11 for everything coming in, and it's a good one just to build off. You get very much a blank slate. Here I am just murdering skellies and their master, good old necromancers. Here we are. I really need to read more books with necromancers in, because I read a lot of books outside of gaming, and there's a book series called the Locked Tomb series at the moment, which I did start reading last Halloween and just life got ahead of me, but that one features necromancers and in space, which is just bizarre, but it's wonderful, and I get very much Dark Soul vibes from it as well, so maybe I need to take this as a moment to pick it up. Here I am exploring Catacombs, not exactly sure what I'm doing. I think I'm just exploring different areas, finding out the floors falling, wondering if it'll fall here as well, and what I'll encounter. I went to like proper little crypts areas. Finding another proud night soul. A lot of proud night souls in Catacombs, so I'm presuming a lot of them tried to come here and it didn't work out in the Souls universe. Right now I'm just trying to figure out, like, is there any fake walls? Is there anything I'm like really missing and not understanding? Because we've already faced Pinwheel and it feels like I should be heading somewhere else. At this point I didn't realise I could probably just keep on heading and exploring Tomb of the Giants. I thought I'd explored the whole of it. So that's my fault for not looking properly, but it does mean we got some extra souls, so I cannot be one to argue right now, can I really? Here I am just heading back up. But yeah, it's weird because I feel like I'm definitely heading towards the end of my Dark Souls journey for game 1, but it's definitely not going to be the last time I ever play this game. Like I say, I've already started a new playthrough on Twitch for when games don't work. I have my own personal playthrough as well. I really want to get this on PC at some point as well, just so I can go for some achievement hunting and also maybe mod it. I've only modded Stardew in my entire gameplay life. Oh, and Lethal Company. So I'm hoping modding Dark Souls wouldn't be too bad, just to maybe brighten it up for me, because as we all know, I have an absolutely terrible monitor. Here I am trying to figure out which way to go, left or right, as we enter this crypt bit, and I believe I saw the light a little and was like, oh, we can go outside, and maybe this is where we should head. So when I saw this I was like, oh, I better probably turn around and just look at the other area, because I don't really want to go outside right now straight away, especially if I'm done here. Unless I changed my mind. No, I changed my mind. Yes, I did change my mind. There we are. I was a bit confused there looking. I was like, I definitely looked to the other side. See, even I forget all the terrible mistakes. And I finally remembered to heal. Yay! Well done, past me. You did the most basics in Dark Souls. So here I am, long, running, being like, I'll explore something, and being shit. Because it's my favourite creature, as we all know, Titanite. So I decided to say hiya and baya in the same sentence. And just, you know, leave them a chill out. I have murdered so many Titanites. They don't need to deal with me anymore. They know how impressive I am. So, yeah, I just thought, you know what? I will just let it live for now. It escaped for one day. One day and one day only. Otherwise, you know what? If it been any other day of the week, I would have gone for it. It would have been fine. But, yeah, just decided not to. Countering loads of issues as always in the new area. These skellies, they are like ferocious, but also their agility is phenomenal. They've got more agility in them than I do. Okay, looking around as I am, just trying to figure out pathways. I was looking at these statues and being like, oh, I hope they don't have the spiky things what come out. I'm not sure what exactly triggers them, but I'm pretty sure something does. And again, new area and ambush occurs. These skellies are just like so fast, but they are no match for the big giant club. Giant club we love. And realize I'm getting shot. Better just jump down, turn around and smash. However, it doesn't go that well when you've got arrows being shot at you. You do tend to just start dodging, start rolling, start praying, just hoping, you know, beyond hope that someone leaves you alone. However, at this point you can see I clearly forgot one thing. If you don't kill the necromancer, those skeletons come back, and I am absolutely assured that this does not and will not bite me completely on the ass at all. And if you believe that, I'm really sorry about that, but there we are. Backed into a lovely little corner, hardly any health, but I've got this little crypt here to protect me all for 5 seconds. Will I finally figure it out that these skellies come back alive? And here we are, finally have realised. So we do the obvious thing, the one and only choice. We run away and never return. Because we're going for Lion King quotes at the moment. Up we go. Again, the traditional arrow in your butt. Forever love Shrek. Here I am praying, knowing I've probably made a wrong decision, but I've committed. And sometimes you gotta commit to these. You get you make a bad choice, you accept it, and you move along. Haven't really realised, thinking about the health thing here, just rolling. More terrible decisions, and be fair, and I think I said it here, I was surprised I lasted this long, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes you last way longer than what you imagine, and this was one of those moments. I also just realised I spawned really far from where I died, so yeah, I'm starting to let go of the whole trying to live thing and keeping all the souls, because sometimes that doesn't happen. So just getting to the point of being like, okay, it's okay to lose souls. Because when you get in this game, every soul is very valuable. One soul could be the difference between a level up and no level up, while you eventually get to a point where it's like, oh, to be fair, you need 30,000. So if you lose 3,000, it really doesn't matter. Here I am, being epic in hitting a wall. Terrifying, isn't it? Heading around the crypts, just trying to remember which way I went back. Panicking a little because I'm I just haven't seen a clear path. Still have not twigged on to maybe go to the Tomb of the Giants, but you know, it might happen. I might finally twig on. Maybe. It's funny when you watch stuff like this back, because you're you see the obvious. You're able to be more perspective with it. While in this moment, when you're playing, it's just about staying alive enough and trying to figure out what to do. Again, just those pinwheels, I bet it must be so fun for them, but also they are murderous shits. Murderous little shits, but at least I died a little bit close. Here I am. I think I'm finally thinking about switching maybe some of my rings, checking out which ones I have equipped. Obviously the Ring of Favour and Protection you kind of have to keep on, so you're down at one finger. Even though you have 6 other fingers to choose from, this game only allows you to put rings on 2, which I just think is a bit cheeky, you know. I'm trying to figure out if there's any rings what are going to give me any clues, like if there's a ring for Tomb of the Giants or something. And going to go back and just have a wee ponder, have a wee look around. Hopefully inspiration will strike, because this is painful even for me to watch, to be like knowing where I need to go and just being like, just go. You know where you need to go, so go to the place you need to go. Stop going here. Again, just attempting to deal with all these pinwheels and just knowing now what I know. And it's useless. You just need to give up with these guys. They are relentless. They are mean. They are cruel. They do not give a shit. For some reason, though I did just say about realizing Dark Souls, you need to like kind of let go of needing your soul count, but here I am, apparently those 481 souls meant a lot to me. I don't know what it was at the time, but they had a place in my heart. Now I think the confusion set in that there's no other pathways, and I kind of have explored the entire area, but who knows, maybe we'll just keep on going. Trying to remember if I even do dare. No, I don't. I am too chicken. The Tiny Demons are something I conquer occasionally. Maybe in future playthroughs, and the more I play and get to know this game, I will eventually become a master at defeating them and one-shotting, but not for a while. Not for a while. And right now, I just wanted to smash a vase because, you know, I wanted to feel mighty and powerful. And sometimes when you don't know what you do, you just got to take the wins where you can. Here I am rolling a bit too soon, getting stabbed. A lot of stabbing. But we remembered to heal. Well done me. It took you so long to remember heal, because dying with Estus is just... it's just a waste. Though I'm now questioning if I die here. The interconnectedness of this world and game, I wonder what it will be like going into Dark Souls 2. I'll be starting that next month, I believe, because I do film these in advance. It's just I've had to come back to this one just to add some sound, because apparently when I processed the edit I deleted the original audio, which is always a ton of fun. And here I am being like, oh my god, we're going to come across a boss, we're coming across a boss. No, we're not. I felt so good for a brief 4 minutes. But yeah, I'll be starting Dark Souls 2 next month. It's really exciting. You guys probably will be seeing the end of this series next month. So August, so I will have finished it in July. And yeah, it's just going to be fun to see what Dark Souls 2 has installed. I have been warned it's not as interconnected as this game is, and I know it's the least loved out of most of FromSoft's games, but I have that excitement. I'm curious. I have not watched, I don't think I've watched anyone, or if I have, it's been like very brief clips of Dark Souls 2, so I have no idea if there is Dark Souls 2 until me as I encounter it. But it's going to be fun going in, not knowing, forming my own opinion, and by the time the video has gone up for Dark Souls 2, maybe I'll be a decent portion of the way through. maybe I might just take a break from it and move to Dark Souls 3 because I have a few friends who have done that. And there's no wrong way to play Dark Souls. You just gotta enjoy it. Well, maybe this is the wrong way, actually, what I'm doing right now, because if I make it out of this, yeah. Why did I go back here? I now understand how you all feel watching me play Dark Souls really badly. And I just want to apologise, because, yeah, it's been a few weeks since I last filmed this episode. Like, since filming this episode, I have found Neo, and I have found the DLC, and I have got the, like, Lord Souls. So, yeah, it's just painful watching this being like, oh, sweet summer child. You're just getting shot at right now. I sort of deserve all these arrows. Because this is so painful. There's nothing even there. Just leave. Yeah, die. Yeah, don't try and be frustrated past Wonder. And here I am, finally. I think after this doorbell went, so I had to, like, pause recording for a sec to go and answer the door. And then I think during that, I actually had a brainwave of, you beat Pinwheel here, and normally there's only one boss in each area. So maybe you haven't explored the entirety of Tomb of the Giants, and there's something else there. And me just trying to treat myself like a genius when it's probably just common sense at this point. So here we are looking at this fantastic view. And it is a lovely view. I like Tomb of the Giants and how you can see areas of Ash Lake and you can see areas of Demon Ruins as well. Even though I think Demon Ruins is actually my least liked area playing this game. I think it's because of the repetitiveness of the bosses, but I have been told that it was just not like a finished area by FromSoft, and I would love it if they did go back and maybe fulfilled it to what they really wanted it to be. Again, here I am. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to look, and I see that little bit of silver right there in the background and realize, shit, there's a path here. Got there eventually, and we found like a little doggy giant, but the doggy giants are very, very, very aggressive, like frickin' hell. And they fell. Here I am, just making sure there's no other pathways, no souls, nothing like that. And seeing there's like the fog door, so I know I'm nearing a boss. I'm heading towards a boss area. Get some Estus, because Christ, those dogs, they really, when they get a hit and they stagger you, that's when it's like, oh, it'll start really digging at your health. And keep an eye out for next week's episodes to come out, because I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Some slight spoilers there. Arrow in the foot, excellent work here. And seeing a Silver Knight and just wanting to nope out of this, being like, I think I vaguely see something on the ground, and have ended up in a worse situation than before, but keep on jumping, keep believing. And yeah, my luck is surprisingly alright at this moment until then. But you know what? We jumped halfway through the Tomb of the Giants, so it wasn't too bad. Just a bit shameful I died with that much Estus in my pocket. And here I am being like, oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot I actually rested the Tomb of the Giants bonfire. So having to do that warpy warp-ness, which, you know what? I hope the warping is something what's kept through all of the games now, because I really like the ability. I think, even though it's great being Explore Lordran fully, I like that you get the foot walking option, but also just warping. It just makes life a bit easier rather than having to go back and forth. Because could you imagine if I had to go back all the way through Anolondo to then go through all of the spaces, and considering how many times I've been back at Anolondo to then get the Duke's Archives and then come back, if I had to do that on one foot, could you imagine? That would just, I think it would make you want to put the game down. So the fact that they knew to add warping is like, it's nice hindsight and knowing what's to come and having some sort of fast travel system which feels very much inclined with the lore. Armor at Risk pops up, which, as we all know, I love these rags like no tomorrow. I love this Sun Maggot, and we are not losing it. So Armor at Risk just went straight to the bonfire, which is fine because we got some souls from that. And very small ladder. They like ladders in these games. That's one thing I have figured out. So I'm just reinforcing everything, making sure everything's like repaired to the best of the ability, and obviously my gold hem cloak. I'm not really bothered about anything else, and my sunlight maggot, because that would have been, imagine if I didn't and I lost the sunlight maggot. That would have made Tomb of the Giants so much harder, and probably would have just devastated me to no end because of the struggle, what would be coming for me. So here we are, holding the shield up just to bait the first two attacks and hopefully get one hit in if I can. Oh no, I just went straight for the hits. And of course the doggy walks back. I would have loved to see what the skeleton looked like with flesh, because you can see it does have like kind of like a dog tail. So that would have been like interesting to see what like the real life manifestation of this creature is. Knee jumping, me being like tempted, but remembering Dark Souls and I don't have a good trust system. So again, we're just looking down, looking around. Here we are, getting even more annihilated. I just want to scream at myself now and be like, just run through. You did it before, you could do it again. Just run. But again, that would require the common sense. Okay, here I am, looking around, seeing comfort ahead, praying, being like, what's that mean? Is it going to be something in Bonfire? And it's true. Oh, one of the rare times when messages actually do give you good news. And just getting myself sat down here, knowing that if I die, it's okay. And just gonna be looking forward to respawn. I think that's the thing when you're in a new area and you find that bonfire, you get excited to like look around and be like, what's coming? Where can I go? What can I do? And just figuring out and knowing like if you die, it's not the worst thing, because you literally are just trying to get the lay of the land here. Obviously, went the wrong way here. Chose the way with a lot of skellies rather than heading to Ash Lake, but seeing that discovery, you can just see I am very like in awe once again, excited, because it's realizing once again these areas like interconnected. Like the game devs have done such a good job, because every time you discover something you get so excited. But I think I am heading towards the end of this video now, so I'm going to probably end this voice note. I just want to say a huge thanks for anyone who's watched this video, especially with me having to do the voiceover the whole of it. It's probably not been the most fascinating or interesting, but I still wanted to put this video up.